Sometimes things you can't plan happen like a blessing and a miracle, and I am so honored that on this 50th anniversary of the Vietnam era, we get a chance to celebrate and get up close and personal with Charles Lewis, our U.S. Army 101st Airborne soldier. Once and always, right, Charles?
Right.
Well, educating our veterans is something that I'm dedicated to for the rest of my life. As disabled American veterans here at the Patriotic Hall, we feel in our hearts connected naturally.
Yes.
I'm looking at your face tearing up, and you won the honor of being here. Even though the ceremony they had here at the Patriotic Hall is over, we still remember forever what the price is for our freedom.
It's very high, but it was worth it because in the long run, we get a chance to help other people to do what they're supposed to do.
Yes.
To fulfill their dreams. Because the cemetery is the richest place in the world where people die without fulfilling their goal or purpose.
Yes, sir.
But since we're still here on this side of the dirt, it's a great day.
Yes.
And I don't take it lightly.
Thank you, sir. To all the Vietnam War veterans, including my dad who served in the Army, I can empathize with what you paid back then because the resources we have now are very advanced. And I want to know a little bit about your service time. Can you take me back to when you joined the U.S. Army and the plight you may have served as a person of color joining the military?
Well, at the time when I went in, I was in 65. I went in right after the Watts riot, and I decided to go RA. And you know what that means.
Whoop!
All right. But I had a chance to experience life, to meet people from all different walks of life. And at that time, it was Dr. King was on the rise, and I was maybe 19 to 20 years old.
Yes.
So we were ready for anything. And I decided to go airborne because I'm not going to let you outdo me if it's at all possible. I enjoyed the challenge. I had over 100 jumps because at that particular time, it wasn't too much for men of color at Fort Bragg, North Carolina to do on the weekends. So we had jumps after jumps, and we get on a different manifest every time we land. So sometimes I get maybe 5 or 6 jumps in a day.
Thank you, thank you. Can I call you Chuck or Charles?
You
or
can call me
Mr.
Charles.
Lewis?
Yeah.
You're still that soldier. You're still
Yeah.
that soldier. Like we
Yeah.
bleed it, we just can't help it. And so when you remember your comrades today during the ceremony, how did you feel today, sir?
Well, I felt blessed because a lot of times we take life so for granted. As a million other people who would love to be in my position.
Yes.
But I try to represent them to the best that I can. Because at that particular time it was discriminatory acts all throughout the military. I was in Vietnam when Dr. King got killed, and there was a great separation in the races.
Yes.
And it was really hard.
Yes.
During the monsoon, and then it's so hot over there.
Oh, yes.
You know, it was a lot going on. I remember the Tet Offense of '68, where at one weekend we killed over 3,000 Viet Congs.
Yeah.
So it was a busy weekend. It was no rest, and it was really rough. It's like living a nightmare. But thank God that you have PTS groups like Dr. Lowe have and others throughout the city that can help people cope with PTSD.
Yes.
But when I came back, they didn't have anything for us, especially being a soldier of color. With all they knew was we were baby killers, and people didn't understand. But they don't tell you the problems that you're going to have later on in life because of PTSD. Let's say 10 hours ago you were in combat, and then they tell you have a nice life. No employment, parents don't know you, no hugs, no love. You isolate, and that's a very hard thing to do.
Yes, but you are a living sacrifice and a
Yeah.
living testimony,
Yeah.
and we just salute each other, and we want to thank you. We can't thank you enough, but I know that what I went through is only a smidgen of what you have gone through, but to see and feel the energy transferring between us, that makes it all right, and you do it all over again. I know I would.
Yeah.
Would you say yes?
Yes, because sometimes in relationships, you there to help other people.
Yes.
The aim of the strong is to help the weak,
Yes.
and not to take advantage of a person because they are weaker.
Yes.
Like I was saying, sometimes your enemy may be a misunderstood friend,
Yes.
and in situations, a mouse can become a lion, and a lion can become a mouse. It depends on what's on the inside. So what's on the inside of a person, when the real pressure's on, that's what's going to come out.
Yes. Well, like I said hours ago on my show, it is all about heart and about educating our veterans, and it starts with sharing your story. And you just look at me like, I can't believe this lady is standing here doing this. We were meant and selected today by the Most High to give the world a note of hope to persevere. And so I was celebrating with you to say that after all the years, my claim is finally resolved to my 20%. And I know you have your benefits too, right?
Yes.
And you said to me, the first thing you said is to tell your story and reach out to someone else. And I hope I've given you some joy and some very sincere gratitude for you coming to the ceremony today and sharing.
If there's anyone out there that need help, you can't ask for help with your fist balled up.
Nope.
Don't be angry. Don't let anger be your ceiling in life.
Yes.
So be thankful for what you have.
Yes.
You know, all you have to do, if you're not thankful, just look around. You go out to the VA or go to a convalescent hospital, you'll be thankful. If not, you should be, because the God that created everything still has breath running in and out of your body.
That is clean writing style, and that is what we have, is faith to persevere as fearless ambassadors intending to help others. I am Christina Silva for the rest of my life, and this is Charles Lewis giving you an up-close and personal, integrity-filled expose about the Vietnam era and why he still perseveres and why he shares his story today. Charles, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're going to keep in contact through
will.
educatingourveterans.com, and I'm going to give you my personal number. If you ever need somebody to share more of your story with, you know you can call me. I'm trying to be the real deal with boots on the ground next to you.
Boots on the ground. Thank you so much.
Live from Patriotic Hall, this is Clean Writing Style.
Thank you.
Be safe.